You know,
You know what I'm saying? But when you amongst you amongst these churches, man, they don't really teach you to change, man, or really do the right thing, man.
No, what they
or really strive to really serve the Lord. You know?
Hey. Well, yeah, the scripture says, man, seek ye first the kingdom, and all else should be added unto you. So that's kind of what messes you up. What messes you up is that you got back out, and you know, because I did time. When I got back out, I was like kind of contemplating, like, okay, now what I'm gonna do? Because you be trying to get back to where you were presently at. But see, when you read the scripture, your whole focus is just on what Yahweh Shah wants you to do with the Lord, who they ignorantly call Jesus. Your mind becomes renewed. You thinking about what He wants you to do, not what you want to do on your own. So your mind is a process of being renewed. So it's not gonna make you. Bro, when I came into this truth, I was chiefing. I was smoking green, and you know, I was just like, man, you know, I was studying and.
But you know, weed is in the Bible too.
Well, not to smoke though. That's what we was reading. That's why the scriptures was written. Because I actually, when I walked up here, y'all was actually on that. I don't even know what y'all was talking about. But when y'all was reading those scriptures, he said I gave that scripture that I read, Psalms 104:14. It said I gave man the herbs for the meat. You know what I'm saying? That's for eat. You know what I'm saying? For municipal.
We got to roll that shit up.
Well, yeah. Well, hey, guess what? Hey, what we was talking about earlier. Guess where that came from? Heathenistic practices. Guess who introduced us to the weed smoking? The East Indians. They was doing that.
Yeah, you know, they was some sharp sheets.
I got hashish, and they was smoking that, and they brought it over to the. That's why the Jamaicans is big on it, because they brought it over to them. You know what I'm saying? So, what was that? Was that still?
Weed ain't a bad.
When he said what? See, the scripture says the Lord has made man upright, but He has sought out many inventions. The coca leaf ain't bad, but if you get the chemically fucking with it and turn it into crack, now you met the poppy plant ain't bad. But when you want to get it from heroin.
Well, I'm saying, but listen what he's saying. He said,
I see what he's saying.
They're not bad.
It's what you do with it.
The white man doing what God put his
Hey, get that through his traffic.
to help you heal. Like what my man right here was saying about what God grows on the earth. Yeah, what you were saying.
Yeah,
he gave it because he said what? He gave it for meat. Now ain't nothing wrong with weed. Ain't no wrong if you want to eat it or whatever. But once you smoke it, you're not even dealing with the healing. Why you think the government made? Look, think about it. Why do you think certain governments? Why do you think certain governments they made it legal for you to smoke weed? Listen, why do you think the government made it legal in certain states to smoke weed? But if you want to use cannabis oil to heal yourself, they lock you up. There's so many people. Like if you look at this, people that's babies got cancer and they've been using cannabis oil to cure themselves. But the government said that's illegal. But you can get up. It's legal for you to smoke it though. Yeah. So they know something up.
Now you done locked so much of us up.
Epilepsy.
So y'all can get rich.
You take the oils and take the oil and you put capsaicin, what's with red pepper, the chemical that's in peppers to make them hot. You mix that with marijuana oil. Guess what? It helps arthritis. See what I'm saying? It's everything that the Lord put here, man, to grow, man.
Tell my homeboy, he got real bad arthritis. He
had some more in that scripture.
Yeah, it is, brother.
Oh, I ain't want to go to another.
No, come on. Yeah, this is. He said, and shall try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them.
So the Lord gonna hear that third of the Israelites that be tried as gold is tried, because it ain't easy following the Bible. Look at this world. It's not easy. We try our best. Now the things you got control over, that's the Lord will get you for that. Like if you got control over not even putting pork in your body.
Yeah, you do.
You got control over that.
That last pork shell in there.
And then you supposed to have faith that the Lord gonna feed you. Like if you ain't had nothing, like we had a guy at work, he tell us, well, if I don't eat dogs, but if I ain't ate, then I eat a dog. Then you ain't got faith in the Lord. That's part of the trial. But he said they that go through that, they shall call on the Lord, and He shall hear them. Because if you got faith in the Lord, the scripture says no one ever called on Him and have been confounded, meaning confused. Everybody that served the Lord and called on Him, we got the Bible to give us the examples.
What's crazy though, I have called upon Him, and right when I did, like a couple minutes later, good things that fell in my lap before, you know.
Well, hey, man, you know, no,
Hey,
just,
Salakia, real
ahead.
quick. This is something good that fell on you.
yeah. Because I don't even know how you came up here, but you was already talking to the brothers.
Hey,
you know.
this is better than anything
Yeah.
that happened to you in your life.
That's right, bro.
Because right here, we got the words of salvation that we give to you.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? So you should really
you
take
ain't gotta
heed to
pay.
it. This is better than silver and gold. Right here, brother.
I gotta appreciate that.
Let me give you something out real quick.
Hey, brother, we actually giving you the real truth, man.
Yeah.
Everybody is seeking this is actually the truth, man. Everybody, we actually have it. There's plenty of people that's out there, they into all kind of madness and
Think they
different
got it
doctrines,
right.
man. We actually giving you the truth of the scriptures, man, telling you who you really are,
know what they
according to
say,
the
though?
Bible, man.
You know what they say? You gotta read all.
But you gotta have understanding too.
Yo, just like what we was talking about souls and all this, right? Your soul lets you know what's real and what you feel.
Somebody get Jeremiah 17:9.
So if you ain't feeling that love,
Like, real
for what
quick.
you reading and what you thriving off of,
17:9.
ain't nothing gonna never happen for you.
Listen to the scripture.
It's Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
So basically, that's going to what you saying. Like, you just got to trust in your own soul. Because what if somebody trusted in their own soul and their own soul told them that pedophilia is okay, or homosexuality okay?
Right.
So that's why the heart said. That's why the Bible said trust in. It also says lean not to your own understanding. We lean to the understanding of what the scriptures say. Because there's a lot of things we thought. It's a lot of things we thought was right until we got into the Bible. Like, dang, I'm not supposed to be doing that.
I got something to back you up on my
Go ahead, something real quick.
Until I was enlightened by these.
This is Romans.
He got a scripture.
This is Romans 3 and 4.
I was thinking of that too.
He said, Yahweh. He said, God forbid.
Can you start up?
Come.
I was just saying.
Romans 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
You heard that?
I wasn't even paying attention.
This is Romans 3 and 3. He says, for what if some did not believe?
So what if some people didn't believe what we had to say? Because first of all, we don't care if you believe or not. Because the Bible already said the majority of our people not gonna believe. We ain't got no agenda. We don't care if you come. We ain't asking for no money. So we ain't got no agenda.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
keep reading.
He said, shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
So just because somebody don't believe what we gotta say, do that mean that the Bible not real? Do that mean America not gonna be destroyed? Do that mean we not the Israelites?
You know what they put all type of bullshit in our ears. Like the real supposed to be in 2002. We still fucking in.
Hey, but you know what? But the Bible didn't say that.
It's gonna go right into
Hey, what the scripture says, no man knoweth the time, nor the day, nor the hour.
Right.
So when somebody say that, or the word's gonna end 2012, that right there should pop up like, wait a minute, the Bible
It's
say
always
this.
the white man. Y'all know the same.
Yeah. But really, hey, he talking about himself, because it's the end of his world, man. Because the scriptures say, one generation passable away, but the earth abideth forever. And so it's the end of his world, not exactly the earth and the world in general. It's the end of his rulership.
That's right. And you know what? The reason why he say that a lot, listen, the reason why he say that a lot too is so he can make money off people.
Yeah,
And he uses
Russians
that for
started to buy
propaganda.
shit
to get
for
you to
people.
buy extra.
Yeah, exactly.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why we got to go to according to the scriptures. Let me finish reading this real quick. He said, God forbid, let God.
So God forbid. So it say, what if some do not believe? Did that make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid mean no. That's almost saying like hell no. Because regardless of who believe in the scripture, everything that the Bible say gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Go ahead.
He said, let God be true.
And how is God true? How
You
is
used to be one of the
Most
Black
High true?
Panthers.
The Lord true. The Lord true by these words.
This is how you talk.
You know
You
what I
got
mean?
that. You know that.
That's
good.
You know, that's
That's
come from the
good.
scripture, though. The
It's
scripture
good.
says, let us speak as bold as lions. Hey,
He had a little more.
God gonna bless you.
He said, but every man a liar.
So let the Lord be true, and every man a liar. Because one dude will tell you something okay according to what he feels.
And everybody lie.
Can I bring some out? Can I bring some out? This Psalm 1. It said, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly." So basically, that said, if you're not listening or paying attention, let's say you got somebody trying to give you advice. If they're not giving you advice and they getting it from the scriptures, but then you don't listen to them. That's why the scripture said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, like the advice of the ungodly, right? It says, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. So that helps you with the change of process. Like you said, it ain't gonna happen overnight, but if you meditating in these words and that's your delight and you doing it day and night and you pounding on you know what I mean, then that's how the changing begin. Like a caterpillar don't become a butterfly like that. You go through a process, you know, you go through the cocoon, that's that, you know, and then after that,
and go to that circle, and then
it get better.
Until a butterfly.
The scripture says, seek ye out the kingdom. It says, seek ye out the counsel of the godly. You got to come around men. Because if you're trying to change, you can't change.
Continuously got it.
You can't change being around niggas who still doing the same thing you're trying to change from.
Right.
I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with, hey, seeing them, hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? But to be around them, knowing they still do the stuff they do,
It's gonna drift you back.
because that's exactly it. Because, you know, when you came back home, you was like, all right, I'm finna change. But then you started hanging around some like-minded people who was, and then they drug you back in it.
I think I was smoking that on that same day.
I got it.
And see, look, that's why it's important for you to be around men that's gonna help groom you to help you change. Because you ain't gonna change if you're around the
That's what we
same
was
people.
talking about over there.
You gotta
around something positive, you will be positive.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you just gotta start coming through, man. Come
Hey, the
learn.
scripture
That's always
says-
something with you.
Out there in Gary.
We right here.
Every Sunday now.
So this is our first day
Every
here.
Sunday I see y'all right here.
Yeah. Until the Lord tell us to move. Last
To the
place we was at
the
for
white man.
Y'all go to Florida.
Our elders ain't got that.
Huh?
They ain't finna come over here.
Hey, I got something to land back off with the brother.
He got he want me to bring he called for something.
Go ahead.
Much part.
Yeah,
This Ecclesiasticus 37:12.
Damn,
That's what you ain't going.
Go ahead, man.
It says, but be continually with the godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
See, if you around a man that's doing what's right, you know this, it'll that spirit will get in you to want to be right. You ever seen somebody doing something and they were so devout about it, it inspired you to do better? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how people get inspired, through other people that's doing positive things, right? So that's where this scripture come from. Go ahead, read.
It says, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
So a brother that will sorrow with you if you're gonna miscarry. That means what? He gonna feel sad for you, and he also gonna help you correct that situation. You know, because that's part of going through the sorrow with a brother is helping him correct the situation. That's where you going off. Yeah. And that's why, hey brother, this next time you just got to do this. That way you can avoid that. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach, because you know what, like a lot of us, man, to be honest, man, we men. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that. We men, we have the power and the authority to protect ourselves and our families, but a lot of us weren't raised, man. A lot of us weren't raised to be men. Yeah. We just grew up. We just grew up and became men. You know what I'm saying? But our minds are way behind our physical strength and ability. You know what I'm saying? Even though our way of thinking is somewhat like a man, because you don't live to be no fool unless, you know what I'm saying, unless you just dumb. Yeah, some people live to be fools, you know what I'm saying? You got my granddad used to say this is young fools and old fools, nigga. My granddad used to say that, you know what I'm saying? But the average man don't live older being no fool, man. You know? Especially if you're out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to discern situations and watch. Being circumspect means looking around.
Yeah, you see me, I'm staying.
Yeah, head on the swoop. You know what I'm saying? So when you're around a man that's doing what's right, he gon', by you being in around that type of character, that spirit is gonna get on you and drive you to do better. You know? If you around a street nigga that only smoke weed and be out here shooting, shit,
That's
what you think you gonna do?
Yeah.
Smoke weed.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, that friend loyalty shit, hey, you my boy, right?
Yeah, you get
These niggas ran up on me.
Me and my homie and shit, we grew up together. But he had did some shit to my cousin, so we became enemies. And now when we see each other, I try to blow his fucking head off.
Yeah. See?
Check this out.
See?
This laying back off the brother saying, this is Romans 12 and 15. It said, rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Be of the same mind one towards another. Mind not high things, but consent to men, condescend to the men of low estate. Yeah. Be not wise in your own conceits.
Low estate meaning humble. Be humble.
Be humble, right?
Man, a low estate meaning you be humble. Not rising far from the ground. That's what it means. So when you lowly, the Lord says, honored among the lowly, those that are humble. You know what I'm saying? Because a humble man don't rage in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He avoids shit like, you know, you gotta be prudent, humble. He avoids shit like, oh shit, that's trouble. Let me go this way. I'm staying away from them niggas. I'm not going around them niggas. Them niggas that was shooting that such and such out.
Yeah, be right back there. That be them dumb niggas.
And you gotta believe this. A man that don't care about his own life don't give a shit about yours. Yeah, exactly. Nobody.
And you know what? And
especially if he disrespects his mom.
Yeah. And what the brother is saying is that these are the same attributes that Esau used against us, because it basically says the same tactic he's been using, divide and conquer. Okay, he got the Mexicans, got the so-called blacks and the so-called Mexicans warring against each other in gangs and shit. Okay, they don't even know that they the same people. You know, they got the Haitians and the Dominicans dwell on the same islands. They don't even know that they brothers. All right, that goes back to what the brother was saying, no, thou should discontinue from thy heritage. But Esau used these things to keep us divided. You know what I'm saying? But see, he can't, even within the brotherhood, man, we have to be circumspect of brothers that's in this truth. Because a brother, a man that loves the Lord, man, he's going to be what? Found doing the things, keeping the statutes, laws, and commandments, and doing the things that Yahweh ordained him to do. All right? Go ahead, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at 8. There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he hath neither child nor brother. Yet is there no end of all his labor, neither his ass satisfied with riches. Neither saith he, for whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good? This is also vanity, yea, it is a sore travail. Because doing things all on your own, man, you know, you ain't got nobody to do it with, you can kind of fall off, you know, and this is going to go into it.
And there's also talking about when you just laboring, because Solomon said that. Because Solomon wrote Ecclesiastes, right? Solomon said that at the end of the day, I can't take it with me. So that's why he say, when I'm just laboring, and I know I'm gonna die. So you laboring in vain. That's why it's been quoted all day. But maybe a brother can get it. It says, "Seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and all these things gonna be added." So if we seek the kingdom of heaven, and how we gonna do that? By trying to follow these words as best as we can. Then we gonna have everything that we're going right now.
You ain't fully gotta follow it fully, but you gotta have knowledge of trying.
Yeah, pretty much.
You gotta try to follow it as best as you can.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Now, because there's certain things you don't got control over. Like, cause there's a scripture in the Bible that says you're not supposed to wear mixed fabrics, but you ain't got control over that.
You gotta wear the same color or something?
No, mixed fabrics mean you're not. If you got on cotton, you're supposed to have everything cotton, but you ain't got no control over that.
Yeah, that's how.
That goes with your point, but the things you got control over, you got to do it. Like if you was a kid, right? And you did something wrong and you didn't know, you don't get in trouble all the time. They'll let you know. Like, hey, don't do that. Now, if they don't let you know not to do that and you do it, then now this one is okay.
But according to these commandments, but some brothers that can do certain laws that other brothers can't. You know, as far as like some brothers can keep the whole entire Sabbath completely. You know, some brothers can't because some brothers gotta work. You know, some brothers, can keep, stay in the house, don't go out. Don't kindle no fire because they got food in the house. Some brothers can keep that completely, but other brothers, really can't. You know,
that's why the scripture says rehearse. Rehearse the righteous act, because rehearse comes from what? Rehearsing, doing it over and over and over, so it's in you. Oh, I got that for you. I got this. You got it? Oh, you got it there. We all three. Go ahead.
This is
okay, hold on. Go ahead.
Wait. This is Matthew.
Because he called it earlier.
So like in Matthew 6 and 33, he said, but seek ye first the kingdom of the power and his righteousness, and all these things.
How you seek the kingdom of the Lord is by following the statutes, laws, and commandments. You know, that's how you seek them, man.